This commentary is brought to you by the new Fox TV series New Girl, starring Zooey Deschanel as the adorkable Jess Day, complete with her own douchebag jar, a fresh take on a swear jar. Click on the annotation to watch the series trailer, or click the link in the description to watch the entire first episode for free on iTunes to see who you think is adorkable, and feel free to give an example of douchebag jar-worthy acts in the comments below. New Girl premieres September 20th on Fox. And hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy gameplay. This is on Afghan. I'm using the AK-47 with a red dot. Now, my partner in crime, I Miss Candy, told me later, she said, why are you using a red dot? It's supposed to be no attachments or supposed to be something else. You're not supposed to put a red dot on an AK-47. I think she said it was noobish or something like that, and I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I have to claim innocence, or probably incompetence, rather, on that one, because I just didn't know. Is that bad? I have no idea. I didn't know. I apologize if I sent or have offended your Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy AK-47 sensibilities with my use of a red dot here. And again, I apologize for that. But anyway, I wanted to talk with you guys about the new title update that dropped for Call of Duty Black Ops on both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 today. But before I get into that, I want to remind you guys that I uploaded a video earlier today. It was a real talk that it was one of those that breaks that quote YouTube fourth wall, and I put a lot of effort into it. I even talked about it during the commentary. I said it was the third take. It was almost, it was 2:15/2:30 in the morning when I was recording it, and I put a lot of work into it, and it's really it's raw, Lefty, if that's how you want to think about it. It's very unfiltered. It's not planned. It's not washed through any other thing like that. So I encourage all of you to go check that out. A link will be in the description, and I thank you for doing so. But anyway, like I said, today, September 13th, 2011, there is a new title update for Call of Duty Black Ops on both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. They both went active at the same time. I am following JD2020, or I was monitoring Twitter and JD2020 on Twitter, and thank God, thank the sweet Lord Jesus. I know I'm not religious. Don't worry, don't freak out, and I'm not trying to call out religion or anything like that. Please don't turn into that in the comment section. But just thank whatever that I can unfollow that guy in a few months. Oh man. Oh, just the whole quick scoping is a exploit, cheap, play straight up. Oh, it still makes my blood boil. But anyway, he said that a new update was active for Xbox and PlayStation 3, and so I did a little research for you guys, and here I have the rundown from the Call of Duty website about what is covered in Title Update 13, released on, of all dates, September 13th, 2011. First up, security updates, just general security stuff. They don't want people hacking their game, and Treyarch has indeed done a great job of keeping that from happening. I haven't come across much of it other than the checkerboard glitches and the weird button combination stuff like that, but no widespread hacking that I know about. Addressed an issue where custom private match settings were carrying over into public matches. Now, this raises a question in my mind. Do they mean the settings of the game, like you have half health and it's headshots only and things like that, or do they mean the like, let's say the perk requirements, the amount of kills with this weapon or that weapon or the other, can you accrue those, or were you able to accrue those in a private match and then have them carry over into your public statistics and your public match settings? I'm not exactly sure. If any of you guys know about it and maybe have done it, don't give your gamer tag out, or you'll probably get reported and reset, a la Doug Perkins. But let me know in the comments. Prohibited clan tags can no longer be used. Again, I don't know what this means. Was there a glitch that allowed people to drop F-bombs in their clan tags? Or I don't understand it. I really don't. But I for one never really understood the appeal of putting things like that in your clan tag, but that's just me. I have no idea. A player's win streak will now break if they quit out during a live match. Tell you what, let's come back to that one. Next up, players that are partied up are no longer allowed to go into party-restricted lobbies such as free-for-all, which I think is a good job, and Treyarch has done an absolutely wonderful job with Black Ops in limiting boosting and free-for-all and those kinds of game modes, and they've done a great job with it, and I'm happy to see that they are continuing to do so, even though Black Ops is on its last few months of life here with Modern Warfare 3 on the horizon. Fixed a rare issue with recent games not showing the correct heat map. Okay, I'm not one for heat maps, and I don't think many people are, but there are people that do need those. And addressed an exploit copying another player's emblem/player card. Again, I don't get the problem with this because there are entire YouTube channels devoted to saying, hey, here's how you do this emblem/player card. I don't know. But the interesting thing, the crown jewel in this is the fourth point down. A player's win streak will now break if they quit out during a live match. I have to ask this question now. Did they fix dashboarding? Because for those of you that don't know, it was possible in Call of Duty, and a lot of Call of Duties actually. I think all of the ones on the next gen systems. If you dashboarded out of a game instead of just quitting, your statistics would not be reported to the Call of Duty servers, and thus you can keep whatever your statistics were before that match as your active statistics. So let's say you had a really bad game and you had just started out, or you wanted to keep your KD really high, and it was really high, but then you had a really bad game. Let's say you went 0-300 or something. If you dashboarded out before the game ended, those stats wouldn't be reported, and your kill to death ratio would be unaffected completely by the 0-300 score that you just put up. Now, what that also allowed people to do was to continue with just ridiculously long win streaks. I'm talking about 300, 400, so much as 500 win streaks in terms of one games in Call of Duty. I've seen them on Black Ops. And a lot of people, or not a lot of people, a certain number of people, I'm not exactly sure, that when you go into a lobby that have those ridiculously high win-loss ratios and kill-to-death ratios, there are a lot of people out there that get those via dashboarding. They dashboard out when they have a bad game, and it's not reported on their stats, and they don't want people to see that. And I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to call anybody out, but there are people that do that in the YouTube community as well to keep up some sort of false appearance about their abilities at Call of Duty, because they want everybody to believe that they never have a bad game. It's sort of like I forget what defensive player in the NFL said it, but there was a back and forth one week, and somebody said from one team to another, said, "Oh, that guy's got popcorn muscles." Popcorn muscles being obviously that they look big and they look fierce, but they're really not all that strong. They're really not all they're cracked up to be, and that is the case with some of these statistics that you see out there, both in the general Call of Duty populace and the YouTube populace as well, in terms of commentators. Now, my question is has Treyarch fixed that? Has it gone away? I don't know, and if it has, that could definitely spell trouble for some of the people out there on YouTube, because no longer will they be able to keep those abnormally high statistics up for very long. I don't know. It could be very, very interesting here, especially if those changes carry over to Modern Warfare 3. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you liked it, if you enjoyed it. Also, again, be sure to check out my previous video where I talk about selling out and a possible conflict with another large YouTube network, first-person shooter video game network on YouTube. But thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out.